Hello, my friends. It's the Crypto Lunatic, the channel for crypto newbies, bringing you hidden gems before they pump. And today I'm going to take you on an adventure, not just this coin in the background. I'm going to take you into an adventure of the world of pots and kettles in the world of crypto influencers. And this is going to be as much a tutorial in what to watch out for as it is to find hidden gems. So, with all of that in mind, and let me just say off the bat, I don't own AS. I'm not paid by them to promote it. This is a completely neutral review. So, with all of that in mind, come and join me on a little journey today. So, first off, join me with the Suppoman. Now, this is Michael Suppoman. Now, I actually quite like the Suppoman. He's full of charisma, and I like him. He will tell you how he has picked 1000x coins. He'll show you his portfolio and he'll tell you how brilliant he is at finding hidden gems. I can tell you from someone that's followed Suppoman on and off for a few years that what he doesn't tell you is the amount of absolute scam fallouts he promotes. If you were to pick the top 100 coins, the bottom 100 coins that Michael Suppoman has recommended, then you'd be looking on a minus 95% portfolio. Now, he will never tell you this, and I've personally been rinsed by a couple of his recommendations. Just ask him about some of the crypto gaming coins that he's promoted. So to hear him on a video talking about other influencers promoting coins that will never do 1000x is ironic to say the least. So he goes through a host of influencers, all of which I've watched at some stage, and says, look, these people aren't. That's a chap called Lark Davis who starts off. So he gets some particular credit for being first up. There's no BS crypto. He gets rinsed on the thing. House of Crypto, I actually like House of Crypto. He's a decent bloke, comes across as very genuine. And what Suppoman's going through is saying, look, these will never 1000x. They're low range. So he goes through the whole set of influencers and tells you that their recommendations are never going to make you loads of money. And in fairness, he's absolutely right about that. So let's fast forward. Let's fast forward in the video and let's take you to this part. His final chart here, where he's got May, solid, strong, and slam dunk. Now look at the slam dunk. He's got his own cryptocurrency and slam dunk. He's got fuck 925 in there, a couple of others. But I'm focusing on this one today, just for fun. This is one of Suppoman's slam dunk calls that this is going to be absolute brilliant. Now, the thing is, he is so charismatic and he's such a following that it is quite likely that him shilling a coin will promote it and it will do well. And I will also say about Suppoman, he's given a couple of recommendations that I did get in on that were absolutely solid. So he's the guy that promoted Wojak for me, and that was a really solid call. So with that in mind, we're going to take everything objectively, that he gives some brilliant calls and some not so brilliant calls. So let's go to this chart here. So this is CoinMarketCap. This is where we start with all of these. And we see this is a tiny little potential degen coin. It's a meme coin. It's got a market cap of 2.34 million. Now, this is certainly the zone of where coins could be viral. They could be. And we see it's a meme coin. So the circulating supply and the total supply and the max supply are all the same, which we would expect from a meme coin. So we also see that when this was launched, look, it was up here at just over 1 cent. And that was back in November 2024. And look what's happened since then. It's just absolutely plummeted down as people took profits and the pump and dumpers came out. So yes, we sort of expect that with meme coins, and now it's made a little bit of a resurgence. But we see here that this thing's relatively suppressed. So we go to the explorers, and what we see here We go to holders, and we see that there's one wallet sitting on 7%, and that is Radium, which is an exchange. So that's not so bad. I mean, we're not seeing, and the next wallet has 1.24%. Now, this is actually quite good for a meme coin because with real scam ones, you see at least one wallet sitting with a high percentage. So maybe the founders have distributed over multiple wallets. I couldn't say that for sure. There's always potential for pump and dumps with a meme coin. We go to their X account. And here we go. Look, this actually, it's got 4,000 followers. It's only a tiny amount. But this is exactly the sort of stage, if you are to find a viral meme coin, that you probably want to start looking and getting in at. And what we're seeing is enough interaction to show that there's people following this, but not enough for us to think that bots are involved. And look, sensitive content. Oh, look, that's the sensitive content, more sensitive content. So you're going to see lots of asses as you would. So this is really it's plugging into the fart coin sort of thing, things that make people laugh, naughty. And look, here's their website. Look, exactly what you'd expect from something like this. So I'm not saying that it's going to be completely unpleasant looking through their website, but they're targeting into something that people will talk about. They're saying a 10K community, 50 million in volume, 100% happy, satisfied ass lovers. This is the ass army. Why ass? You get all sorts of it. Now, here you see the Suppoman effect. He is over everything promoting this, along with this chap. Now, you can be certain that ass has gone to these guys and they've given them a significant amount to promote it, especially the Suppoman promoting these little coins. So you can be certain all of them have been paid to shill this. Now, because of that, because it will get shilled, it probably will go up in value and there'll be some dumpage. We know that. So go to token sniffer. Now I put the token address, which you can copy and paste, just so you know, contracts. You can copy and paste here and you put them onto token sniffer. It gets a score of 80. Now that's it's a reasonable amount. So the creator holds less than 5%. All other holders possess less than 5% circulating supply. So a wallet contains a substantial amount of tokens, circulating supply, and total supply minus burned amount, which could have a large impact on the token price if sold. So it's generally a reasonable score. We're going to go to DEX tools. And here we see that it has a 2.34 million market cap, 8,000 holders, which is reasonable. And that is pretty good. And also liquidity for a little low cap coin, that's very good. 331,000 on a market cap of 2.34 million is a decent amount of liquidity. So that's actually a positive thing. We go to DEX screener. And here we look, that verifies the liquidity, which is good. It's always good to double check these things and get multiple sources of feedback when you're doing them. So we verified the liquidity. And last and not least, I went to Grok. Now I did a lot of searching and I effectively asked it to rate whether ass with this one, to the best of your ability, what percentage chance is it being viral versus being a scam? Chances of going viral, 20 to 30%. And chances of being a scam, 70 to 80%. Now, we're not going to take any of these single points of reference. What we are going to say is that there's a lot of influencers out there. And I love Suppo, but when I saw this video of him calling out other influencers for shilling stuff that they've been paid to shill, it's just ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Suppo, I love you, but that is complete hypocrisy what you've done with this thing, and especially sticking your own meme coin right at the very top. So it's something like this does have a high likelihood that it could go viral. It's super high risk, my friends. We love us. With things like this, you're tapping into an audience that's seen things like Altcoin go viral and thinks that they've missed the boat. And now they're looking out for the next thing. And he's going to be pumping this. He's going to be pumping us. And that is something that could be very interesting, especially for the price. So on the risk reward basis, well, it's worth a little punt, possibly, but it is high risk, my friends. We love the Suppoman, but he is definitely being paid by these guys to promote us. And there, my friends, is a little insight into the world of crypto influencers and how they pull on people's desire to find these next degen coins. Now, he does have a good track record. He has picked out some proper degen coins that have done really well. He's also picked out a ton of plums. So this is risk reward. Well, it's worth a little dabble, I would say, but definitely don't put in any money that you can't afford to completely lose. And that is the world of memes and crypto influencers, my friend. And if you've enjoyed this content, then please do like and subscribe to the channel. And if you like another video, then you will find that just there.